What's going on, everyone? Onorato and Miller live the day before Thanksgiving.
Early afternoon, matinee.
You know it. Get you ready for the triple header of games on Thanksgiving. Get you on to whatever you need to do this Wednesday. And if you're catching us on TV, we'll give you our NFL picks, which are all, well, we have a Black Friday game in there, I think.
All bad.
They're all bad. They are all bad, but they're mostly Sunday games. So if you're getting us on TV Saturday night on My 4, Sunday morning on News Channel 13, they will be games that haven't exactly yet kicked off, which is kind of nice.
Yeah, at least those are current.
But we'll talk about the Thanksgiving games, obviously, because it's a really good triple header, especially when you consider Joe Burrow back for Cincinnati in all likelihood and Jamar Chase back from Spitgate. We'll talk about the college football weekend. Incredible slate of games. Rivalry weekend always suggests that the games are going to be very good. The lineup is unreal. I mean, you could literally do nothing Friday and Saturday but watch college football. That doesn't sound so bad.
Yeah, not so bad.
And our annual conversation with Cowboys owner Jerry Jones, the partnership between the Cowboys and the Salvation Army. That's all on this week's show. Here we go, O&M.
This is Onorato and Miller, sponsored by Alpen House.
Alpen House, Marcella's Novice Performance Industrial with us here every single week on O&M. Here's your triple header on Thanksgiving Day. Weird. They've moved the kickoff the NFL has from, it used to be 12:30 on Thanksgiving Day. It's now 1 o'clock.
Oh.
Don't know why.
12:30 better.
I don't hate it.
The earlier, the better.
Yeah.
You don't hate it? A guy who's going to wake up at 2 a.m. and go to work now just needs to stay awake.
Well,
or you get a longer nap in.
I got to fall asleep during that game anyway, right? There was too much of a rush if we were going to try to go from me working to Troy for the turkey trot and in front of a TV anchored down by noon or 12:30. That felt like it was going to be a little bit of a rush.
To be clear, we're not running the turkey trot, so we can leave whenever we want.
That's right. One gives us a half-hour add-on buffer there, right? Okay. So I'll take it.
Sure.
Packers, Lions, Chiefs, Cowboys, Bengals, Ravens. Let's start from the night game, News Channel 13, Peacock. Baltimore's won 5 straight games and now tied for the division lead. We'll play a game.
Am I doing something wrong?
No.
Oh.
We'll play a little game where we'll put Pittsburgh at the top of that division because they are both 6-5.
Okay.
But the other side, the Bengals, I get it, probably done right at 3-8. But Joe Burrow healthy, Jamar Chase back. Like, aside from Cincinnati's veiled playoff hopes, this could be an entertaining game between the two sides. Okay, so that might be the worst of the day.
Yeah.
Chiefs and Cowboys. Kansas City got a huge win at home last week against the Colts. Dallas gets a huge win at home against the Eagles. And now we've set up for what it should be a really entertaining game on Thanksgiving. Dallas' offense is phenomenal. And, of course, you have Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs on the other side.
Yeah, we hope so.
And the Lions and Packers, two teams that are trying to win the NFC
on any
North.
given week.
Green Bay's defense, really good. Offense stinks. Detroit's offense, pretty good. Defense, meh.
Not so good.
So I don't know what we'll get in that one, but either way, it feels like 3 very entertaining games ahead on Thanksgiving Day.
Yeah. Any problem with Burrow coming back, despite the fact that they pretty much don't have a prayer?
No.
All right.
And I generally am like, hey, the season's over. Why even bother? I'm paying you a lot of money to play quarterback. And
that's the problem.
If I'm Zach Taylor, I would like to coach the Bengals next year.
Mm-hmm.
Burrow playing might be the only way he gets to keep his job.
Okay.
We'll see. Black Friday game is awesome. When the schedule came out at the beginning of the year, we would have said, boy, by late November, what is Chicago going to be? Well, Chicago is a division-leading team,
leading the division,
as are the Eagles. And the way Philly has struggled here, I think, again, we're in for a pretty good game in the NFL on Friday. So, I mean, my gosh, by the time we hit 1 o'clock on Thursday, I'm telling you, you could do nothing on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, but watch football.
Sounds pretty great. I love, and I know we've trended this way for a while now, Chiefs Cowboys is the outlier. Okay. But I love a division game on a holiday. Matchup. Yeah. Love a division game because even when it's not good, when you look on paper, it still could be good when you get teams like the Packers and Lions together and the Bengals and Ravens together. And you're going to get some good quarterback play, especially like Burrow Jackson is always an interesting. Yeah. And then same thing with Caleb Williams and Jalen Hurts. So good quarterback play, interesting quarterback play matchups. Mm-hmm.
You're right. All the way across the board.
Yeah. Outside of Jordan Love, who hasn't been all that great recently, but Sean would be the first to admit it.
Yeah, he has not played well. Sean, we're with you with all that football. Carol, good to see you this Thanksgiving Eve. Look, the aside from Burrow, the quarterback that's playing the worst on any of these teams is Jordan Love right now, which I would not have expected to say on November 26th. All right, in the AFC postseason picture, I give you two choices here. To win the AFC, I give you all the division leaders or the field. Which would you like to have? Division leaders are on your screen: New England, Indianapolis, Pittsburgh, Denver. The field would be Buffalo, Baltimore, Kansas City.
Right. And maybe Chargers, Kansas City doesn't even make the playoffs at this point. Who knows?
Maybe not.
I'll take the division leaders.
Whoa.
I'll take the division leaders.
Okay.
Only because I feel like there's so much buy-in.
You don't like the Colts and you don't like the Steelers.
And I don't like any of them. You're down, but I don't like anyone. That's the problem. It's not like I like the Chiefs any better. Do I think the Chiefs are going to win the AFC? No, they haven't been very good.
But if
maybe the Patriots.
Maybe the Patriots. So this question was posed to me in the newsroom by our chief videographer, CJ
the
North.
Field.
He said, division leaders or the field. And you have to pause for a moment to remember. I said, the field. I said, because you're going to give me Baltimore and Kansas City. And he said, and Buffalo. And I said, and Buffalo.
Baltimore and Kansas City might not make the playoffs. Buffalo hasn't.
Baltimore will make the playoffs.
Okay.
Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes.
I get it.
Lamar Jackson.
Yes.
Or Drake May, Daniel Jones.
But maybe that's it. There hasn't been Josh Allen outside of Mahomes. Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson haven't won the big game. So now you're saying, okay, give me Mahomes. That team's as bad as it's been since they were irrelevant, essentially, despite a win against the Colts, who I still don't think are very good. I was cracking up because there was a conversation happening. Was it Rich Eisen? Trying to talk your way through who you think is going to win this year. And it was like, well, this year, the Chiefs need a win. It would be a huge win against the Colts. But, well, who have the Colts beaten? Right. Why does a win against the Colts matter? They haven't beaten anyone. What's their best win? And then, like, just the games that you play and the way you talk yourself through, like, nobody's very good. No, there is not a blow you away, runaway favorite team and I don't think anywhere outside of maybe the Rams at this point in the NFC. But even that is no sure thing.
New England's won 9 in a row. The Broncos have won 8 in a row, and we're
like, nah, la la la
saying,
la.
Are these teams any good? But because you look at the schedule and you say, who have they beaten? It's what you'd say with the Bears. If you look at the Bears
and
schedule,
how have they done it? The Broncos have done it late. Like most of their games have been game-winning field goals, overtime, like the way that, and I get it. People will say, yeah, but they're winning. Understood. But it's not like they're winning convincingly and they're, just out there killing teams and have been dominant. That's not it. So it's tough for me.
Yeah.
I like Indy because I like the defense. And listen, their defenses are really good. All 4 of those teams have really good defenses. I think it's like the offenses that scare me a little bit.
Yeah. Carol's on New England here. Patriots.
I hate New England. Just in life.
I know you do. And most people, even still, I think would agree with that sentiment.
Well, not most.
Because it's been a while since they've won anything.
Right.
Or been a contender even.
But I still don't like it.
But the lingering effect of that Brady Belichick era. So the Super Bowl odds have changed dramatically here. The Rams are the favorites. A week ago, it was the Eagles. And the Eagles are second. Well, if you ask me today who should be the favorite, not who is going to win the Super Bowl. If you ask me who should be the Rams, easily.
Listen, I don't know that there's been much talk of it, but Matthew Stafford should almost be the runaway MVP at this point.
This idea of Drake May as the MVP is ridiculous to me.
Matthew Stafford started with like 16 straight completions the other day or something obscene. And his first incompletion was a dropped pass that hit a guy right in the hands.
Stafford for sure should be 1. Jonathan Taylor should be 2.
Yeah, and the running backs just get
and then I'll open up the
Drake
conversation to somebody else if you want. But that should be 1, 2.
I agree.
It's not even close. Anyway, the Eagles are second. Look at the group of teams tied for Seahawks. I'm not saying I want to go play a playoff game in Seattle, but the Seahawks, the Colts, the Chiefs, a team again, not yet in the playoffs, Lions and Ravens, Broncos and Bills, Patriots, Packers. Now, these are the teams that are plus 1,500 or
you could get some good money on some of these teams.
The next team after the Packers is plus 3,000.
Yeah.
So there's a big gap after you get through 1, 2, 5, 7, 9, 10, 11. A big gap. But out of these 11, right, like somebody make this kind of make sense for me.
Right.
It would be the Rams for me for sure. But Nick, Bengals win 6 in a row.
Maybe.
Listen, Burrow almost did it for them last year. They finished 9 and 8, right? And they missed the playoffs by
he was great.
The defense couldn't stop anybody last year. He was
basically an MVP, and they just weren't good enough to get him the MVP.
But they weren't any good. Yep, exactly. All right, let's take a quick break here on Onorato and Miller. We've got a lot more NFL to do before we move on from that. We've got our picks. We've got college football weekend. We've got Jerry Jones. It's all ahead here on Onorato and Miller. We're back in a minute.
Imagine coming home after a long day and slipping into your own personal hot tub from Wellness Spas. Let the stress of the day melt away as you soak in the therapeutic benefits of the water. Our team at Alpenhaus wants to help you relax and enjoy the advantages of owning your very own hot tub. Now offering a whole new lineup from Wellness Spas, featuring models from their City Life and Peak Life lines. Alpenhaus Pools and Hot Tubs. Visit us at Clifton Park Center and Route 30 in Amsterdam.
At Marcella's Appliance Center, our commitment is to you, providing essential appliances that families depend on. For cooking, refrigeration, cleaning, and sanitation, plus appliance repair, you can have peace of mind that Marcella's is here for you today and every day, like we have been since 1957, helping you make the right choice with trusted brands like Whirlpool, Maytag, KitchenAid, and many more. Shop Marcella's Appliance Center in-store, online, or by phone. We're here for you.
And now, back to Onorato and Miller. Sponsored by Alpenhaus.
Actually, everybody wants to know, where is Lane Kiffin going to be coaching next season? Now, again, we're live on a Wednesday, the day before Thanksgiving. Oh, he knows. If you're catching us on TV Saturday night, Sunday morning on News Channel 13,
you might know.
Lane has already made a decision. There's going to be an announcement coming after the Egg Bowl, which Ole Miss will play at Mississippi State noon on Friday. And the Rebels need to win to get into that college football playoff.
He's not staying. That much is clear.
Here's what I would say about that. If he were staying,
there's no announcement.
He would have already announced that he was staying.
Correct.
There would already have been a contract extension. So my guess is that Ole Miss knows he isn't staying, whether or not he's really told them or they just know. And then it becomes messy if Ole Miss makes the playoff.
Right. Who's coaching you?
Because let's say he's going to, I heard most recently Wednesday morning that LSU was maybe the favorite here over Florida. It's down to 2 schools. Well, 3 if you want to count Ole Miss. But like I said, if he was going to stay at Ole Miss, he would have already signed.
Correct.
Maybe I'll be proven wrong here.
Be interesting.
So let's say it's LSU. And Ole Miss wins the Egg Bowl. They beat Mississippi State on Friday afternoon. And that locks up a playoff spot because they won't have to play in the SEC championship game in all likelihood. No further damage could be inflicted. So into the college football playoff, Lane Kiffin announces he's going to LSU. 2 questions. Well, let's take them one at a time. If you were Ole Miss, would you allow Lane to continue coaching into the playoff knowing something great could be accomplished? Would you allow him to continue coaching this team into the college football playoff?
Yes.
Okay.
He's your best chance. So yes.
I tend to agree. And I know everybody wants to just go scorched earth and no, you're leaving us, forget you, we're done with you. But I would look at it as every game that we win in the playoff earns us more money as an athletic department and makes us more attractive. Even if we don't have Lane Kiffin, makes us more attractive as a program to recruits. Okay. The problem is LSU, again, assuming that's the future school, would never allow that to happen.
Right.
He's got to be in the building, recruiting. Transfer portal opens up with the first week in January. Like that, there's just no way. And so if Ole Miss makes the playoff, they will be playing those games without their head coach.
Yeah. Which is why
we got to figure this
so
out.
backwards. It has to get fixed.
But how do you fix it? Everybody says
know.
you have to. Okay, but how do you fix it? I hate when people say we shouldn't be doing it this way. Well, then give me a better alternative. Yeah. And I don't
know the rules well enough to be like, you can't make like, and this wouldn't be fair because it would all be done backdoor and it's not going to matter anyway. But if you're fired midseason, can you not fill vacancies until like football is over? So in a way that you have windows of like the last football game, okay, now you can start talking to coaches. Now you can fill vacancies. Now everyone's on a level playing field. So you have to keep recruiting despite the fact that you don't have a coach. Does that prevent people from firing people midseason? Maybe. I don't know. Maybe it changes the whole landscape. I'm not sure of the best way to do it, but yes, it does have to change.
So in the NFL, right, like you have what we call Black Monday. It's the day right after that last Sunday, you get coaches fired. And those teams, unless they have an internal candidate or a coach that is not currently employed by a playoff team, you have to wait.
Yeah.
You have to wait. And these coaches will take interviews on a bye week if they have it during the playoffs, or you're waiting until after the Super Bowl to get some of these coordinators.
But that's how it should be.
So then Saban's suggestion has been you've got to move the transfer portal window. And I guess that's possible too. But this may just be the Lane Kiffin effect after this, that college football says, okay, yes, we have to figure out something.
We got to fix it.
You know, what's interesting to me is like Kiffin seems to be the only name left out there. And that isn't true.
Right.
But let's say, again, he goes to LSU and you have Florida, now Ole Miss, and Penn State. Like, who are these schools hiring?
Right.
Who's out there where you feel like, boy, what an attractive candidate that guy is.
Right.
And maybe it's Joe Brady, who's the OC currently in Buffalo, going somewhere. But it just doesn't feel like there's this pool of coaches that schools are going to be dying to grab. And so Penn State, looking back, might be like, well, dang, maybe we should have kept James Franklin. I'm not saying it would have worked the way they wanted it to, and he's going to all of a sudden start beating top 10, top 5 teams. But I always say, if you're going to fire the coach, you better know darn well who you're hiring.
Right.
Who's better than that?
But how much fun would it make it if, like, you had, listen, and nobody wants to hold on to a boyfriend or girlfriend they don't want to date anymore and drag it along. But, like, you stick out the season with Franklin. Everyone goes at the same time. So Franklin goes out of Penn State at the same time as Kiffin decides he's leaving, but he's
Kelly
not
gets
really
fired at
leaving. As
LSU.
Kelly gets fired, as everyone gets fired.
Napier.
All of it. So all of it happens on the same day,
Mhm.
at the same time, and now it's a free-for-all.
I still don't think it changes anything, though, right? Like, Penn State's not getting Lane Kiffin.
Yeah, and
They're,
I don't
they're
know.
not getting Matt
but
Rule.
but when if
Mhm.
by some act of God, Lane Kiffin gets Ole Miss to the national championship game.
Yeah.
Like, does that change things? Does Ole Miss throw $60 million at him to stay?
Does Kiffin then stay?
Yeah. So,
Mhm.
like, I don't know. I think the money changes with the success, obviously. I think at this point, they're kind of like, if you want to go, go. But
Yeah, I don't.
if he goes and gets you all that far and people want to play for him, you got to do something to make him stay.
I don't think Ole Miss, if we get the intel on this, I don't think we're going to find out that Ole Miss offered less than LSU or Florida. I would bet Ole Miss has said, "What is your offer? We're matching it."
Yeah.
That would be my guess. And I just think he's ultimately going to choose a different program.
Like, what's better than Oxford? Certainly not Gainesville, Florida. And I don't really know about Baton Rouge
Yeah,
either.
Right.
Like, in terms of city, I get it. There's just the powerhouse of the sports at both places are probably deemed to be better, but it's not by that much.
Yeah. Yeah, Florida's a basketball school now. I hate to tell you, Gators fans. We needed 2 graphics to get all the college football games on your screen. So we'll do that here. Ole Miss and Mississippi State, we've talked about it a lot already here. This is a rivalry game, the Egg Bowl. You just never know. And it's at Mississippi State. My gosh, those cowbells are going to be ringing.
Woo.
Georgia and Georgia Tech. Yellow Jackets just lost last week to Pitt, so maybe
Playing for their lives?
a
They're
bounce
not
back
really.
here. The Bulldogs, I'm sure, will find a way. A&M and Texas.
Has become interesting.
Okay, in Austin, the Longhorns playing a little bit better here. A&M showing maybe some weaknesses. Ohio State, Michigan, noon
Nothing
on
better.
Saturday. So those games, Ole Miss, Georgia, A&M, all Friday games.
Okay.
Now we move on to Saturday, Ohio State and Michigan, noon. Miami, Pitt,
I don't care.
noon. Yeah, but okay.
I know. People care.
Well, Miami needs it, obviously, right? They're going to keep complaining about being behind Notre Dame in the rankings, even though they beat them head to head. All right, go beat somebody else.
Beat Syracuse by 70. Maybe that will help you.
Alabama and Auburn, the Iron Bowl. You
never know. You never know.
Right? There was that one year where you thought like, well, Bama's so much better. Chris Davis, the kick 6.
Crazy.
Right? So you just don't really know. Vandy and Tennessee, not a lot to play for, we don't think, unless we get carnage and Vanderbilt can somehow
rivalry.
Sneak in.
People care.
Correct. Oregon and Washington, not a cakewalk, I don't think, for the Ducks on the road against the Huskies. We'll see. And Virginia needs to win to get into the ACC championship game in order to clinch a spot in the college football playoff. If the Cavaliers lose to their rival Virginia Tech, maybe there's some juice there. The announcement of James Franklin, maybe the Hokies find a way. Virginia's out, and SMU will end up playing to be determined later. So we got a lot to look forward to college football this weekend. Here are your playoff rankings currently. Now, these are not the teams that are going to make the playoff, because you'll see in parentheses at the back end here, you have to put in the ACC champ, which is not going to be Miami. And you have to put in a group of 5 team, the highest ranked squad, which right now is Tulane. So I'm talking about putting in 2 teams that aren't currently ranked. And which two are coming out? Well, BYU would come out, because I think the Cougars will lose to Texas Tech in the Big 12 title game. But now I've got to remove one more. And that's where you get into the argument of Notre Dame or Miami.
It's Miami. It's not even a conversation.
So this gets interesting.
Well, but this could get all mucked up this week anyway. Like, something's going to happen that creates a little bit of spice and controversy.
I hope so.
Like,
I hope so.
I can't see all the favorite by ranking all the favorites just running the table this week. It just doesn't seem possible.
Yeah.
There will be some kind of carnage. So that will fix some of that.
Yeah, we'll see.
Or not fix it.
I hope you're right.
You get like Oregon losing.
Right.
Yeah. You
again,
get some of those fringe teams that are like, woo!
Oregon's beaten no one. They didn't have a real quality win on their schedule until they beat USC last week. I've got real questions about Oklahoma. That offense is terrible. On the surface, if you said they're a playoff team, I'd go, no, they are not. I know they won in Alabama, but they can't score. BYU, like I said, I think gets moved out at some point too. But anyway, a lot to figure out here before too long. All right, we'll take a break here on Onorato and Miller. When we come back here, Jerry Jones, the owner of the Dallas Cowboys, partnership with the Salvation Army. And I think this is the 4th year, maybe the 5th year we've done this with Jera. Back right after this.
Dallas Appliance Center, our commitment is to you, providing essential appliances that families depend on for cooking, refrigeration, cleaning, and sanitation, plus appliance repair. You can have peace of mind that Marcella's is here for you today and every day, like we have been since 1957, helping you make the right choice with trusted brands like Whirlpool, Maytag, KitchenAid, and many more. Shop Marcella's Appliance Center in-store, online, or by phone. We're here for you.
Imagine coming home after a long day and slipping into your own personal hot tub from Wellness Spas. Let the stress of the day melt away as you soak in the therapeutic benefits of the water. Our team at Alpenhaus wants to help you relax and enjoy the advantages of owning your very own hot tub. Now offering a whole new lineup from Wellness Spas, featuring models from their City Life and Peak Life lines. Alpenhaus Pools and Hot Tubs. Visit us at Clifton Park Center and Route 30 in Amsterdam.
And now, back to Onorato and Miller. Sponsored by Alpenhaus.
This has become a really fun annual tradition for us. And when I saw Jerry Jones and Charlotte Jones pop up on screen, I thought, oh, isn't that nice? They're wearing Christmas red. I'm not all that smart, guys. It's obviously Salvation Army red. I know that now. The national commander of the Salvation Army, Commissioner Merle Heatwell, with us as well. Jerry, boy, I don't know. Is there anything better than beating the Philadelphia Eagles? We're up here in Albany, New York, northeast part of the country, where, beating the Giants probably feels good too. But when you beat the defending champs, that's got to make you feel really good going into Thanksgiving.
Well, I know this. For whatever reason, your jokes are funnier when you win.
That's a big win.
Guys want us to win some of the. But they wanted us to win some of these football games. It was a special win. We had such an appreciation for the quality of team that Philadelphia is, although we got our hands full tomorrow. But, one of the things that I've got to segue to is how important it is to our team to have the traditional partnership with the Salvation Army. Now, the Salvation Army is the most efficient organization I've ever seen or been associated with. They take a dollar that goes into a red kettle, and through all of their officers and to the many volunteers across the country, they put that dollar in your community, and more of it goes in, less for overhead than any other way you could spend a dollar. If we were that efficient as a football team, we'd win the Super Bowl every year. That's what got us here to begin with. Yeah.
Charlotte, that's saying a lot coming from your father there, as this family has run the Cowboys organization for many years, but 29 years now with the Salvation Army. Why is this a partnership that the Dallas Cowboys continue to say yes to every year?
Well, it's an incredible honor for us to get to partner with the Salvation Army, to take a tradition that is as old as 135 years, the Red Kettle Campaign, and to launch it on Thanksgiving Day when we know that tens of millions of people are going to be tuning in. Maybe 50 million people tomorrow will be watching this game. They'll be watching the game, they'll be watching the Cowboys, but they'll be watching Post Malone at halftime team up with the Salvation Army and launch this campaign and hopefully inspire every single person watching to give to the Salvation Army so they can make an impact in their own community. And that's a special partnership, and one that we have cultivated and raised that $3 billion for those in need. And that's a powerful partnership.
Yeah, Commissioner, I mean, look, $3 billion, that is difficult for most people to understand the impact that money can make over this 30-year partnership. How has it helped the Salvation Army?
It has just been a tremendous support to the Salvation Army, and we're so thankful to the Cowboys and the Jones family for their support over this 29-year period. As Charlotte said, $3 billion in donations that have been given, and that helps us to serve the 28 million people that we served nationally last year. And there in Albany, we were able to provide 2.1 million meals, 21,000 Christmas gifts, and we're thankful to Majors Joaquin and Kathleen Calvo and their team for all the good work that's happening each and every day. And if someone wants to get involved, if somebody wants to give a donation, they can go to our website at salvationarmyusa.org. And one of the important things for them to know is that every donation stays within the local community. So they're helping their neighbors right within their community, and they add joy to their lives, both to those that receive, but also to those that are giving. So we encourage them to give with joy this Christmas season.
Cowboys are 34-22-1 on Thanksgiving Day. This has been a winning partnership for short. Oh, by the way, the Kansas City Chiefs come into town. That red, I don't know, Jerry, tomorrow may not be the look you're going for with the Chiefs coming in, but it looks good for the Salvation Army anyway.
Well, it's formidable. I'm trying to get any good luck I can with anybody that could help out from above a little bit as well. But seriously, I'm so glad we've got that kind of competition, really. If for only one reason, there'll be over 50 million people watching this game tomorrow, and be reminded about what? About giving to that Red Kettle campaign in your community. It really does add fuel in your tank, and does for our players.
Going to the next one.
Post Malone at halftime. Charlotte, I imagine the turkey dinner tastes even better coming off a win. As I said, 34-22-1 on Thanksgiving Day. Everybody, thank you so much. That's Jerry Jones, Charlotte Jones, and the national commander of the Salvation Army. Back right after this.
The great thing about novices, no matter who you are, they're going to put all the detail in the world into your brand. I feel like they have been a big part of my success, making me feel comfortable. This is Harrison Butker, Super Bowl champion kicker for the Kansas City Chiefs. Claim your crown.
Imagine coming home after a long day and slipping into your own personal hot tub from Wellness Spas. Let the stress of the day melt away as you soak in the therapeutic benefits of the water. Our team at Alpenhaus wants to help you relax and enjoy the advantages of owning your very own hot tub. Now offering a whole new lineup from Wellness Spas, featuring models from their City Life and Peak Life lines. Alpenhaus Pools and Hot Tubs. Visit us at Clifton Park Center and Route 30 in Amsterdam.
The great thing about novices, no matter who you are, they're going to put all the detail in the world into your brand. I feel like they have been a big part of my success, making me feel comfortable. This is Harrison Butker, Super Bowl champion kicker for the Kansas City Chiefs. Claim your crown.
And now, back to Onorato and Miller. Sponsored by Alpenhaus.
Back on Onorato and Miller, and our quick little hitter with Jerry Jones every single year. The message behind it, of course, is the Salvation Army. Don't get talk a ton of football, but
it's okay.
I knew watching that game Sunday, Cowboys
you
Eagles.
Said it.
You
said it out loud.
Jerry's going to be in a lot better mood on Wednesday when I talk to him.
I think you said if they win this game, I think it was like, I'm almost cheering for the Cowboys because I would love for it to get a good Jerry Jones on the. You
won't find me rooting for the Eagles or any Philadelphia team otherwise, generally speaking. So yeah,
you had a rooting interest.
Had good reason
for the first time in a game of Dallas.
Yeah.
And Philly.
Yeah. How about that, huh? All right, let's get to Dirty, Difficult, Done.
And now, Dirty, Difficult, and Done. Sponsored by Performance Industrial.
Bill and Karen Miller, Sean Wilcoxon, the great crew at Performance Industrial. Never a job, Ash, that's too dirty or too difficult for them to get it done. We're posing a question this week. Is the Browns' search for their future QB done? Shedeur Sanders got his first career start, beat the Raiders.
Who cares?
And at times looked okay.
Yeah.
Doing it.
Yep.
I think for a first career start, if he were a top 10 pick, you'd go, okay,
yeah, we
got something to work with here. Because of all the buildup and people clamoring for Shedeur to get his shot, maybe underwhelming. But either way, let's answer the question here. Is the search for their future QB done?
No. For me, no. I mean, I'm not, you know me. You're a much bigger believer in Shedeur Sanders. I think he has made steps and has started, as I started to say the right things. He's at least said the right things this week, going into week 2 as the starting quarterback. He's just a little much for me. Listen, he looked as bad as you could look when he came into the game for an injured Dylan Gabriel. As bad as you could look. Part of that was the offensive line, not all his fault. Bad decisions, bad interceptions. So yes, he looked better. He had a week to prepare. But again, like, I don't need that could be dangerous with a full offseason. Maybe just get through like your second career game before. And I get it. He's Deion's kid. So he is who he is. And he has not hidden that. Let's see how week 2 goes and week 3.
Look, the confidence.
There's no lack
or bravado or
lack.
Is fun if he is good. Everybody remembers Baker Mayfield's quote, "I woke up feeling dangerous" after they won the game. Had he said that prior to a loss, people would be killing him afterwards, right? So this could be fun. And I have been. I don't know if I still am. I need to see it now in the NFL if I'm still a believer in Shedeur Sanders. I'm just not sure that I'm a believer in any Browns quarterback, the way that franchise has struggled. But we're seeing it with Chicago. The Bears couldn't find a quarterback to save their lives forever. They now have the right head coach. It looks like Caleb is going to be the guy. I think Kevin Stefanski is a really good coach.
But not their coach?
He's won 2 coaches of the year in his time in Cleveland. It just may not be the right fit with Shedeur. I don't know. But I would play Sanders the rest of the season no matter what.
I agree.
Dylan Gabriel, to me, is such a low ceiling. He is short passes, not a big arm.
He's a good backup.
Yeah, I just don't feel like he's going to go win me a football game. He may not lose me the game, but I don't know he's going to go win me a football game. I'd play Shedeur the rest of the way here. I don't believe that the search is over. If they lose every game the rest of the way, guess what they're going to do? They're going to go draft a quarterback next year. Now, this is what Shedeur said before his first career start, the grammar aside. And then he went out and won 11 of 20, 209, a touchdown and interception. The Browns again beat the Raiders 24-2.
Yeah. I think so. There was a lot made of, it was a good play. The play where he sort of eluded the rush, rolled out, running, threw it across.
Because Myles Garrett's reaction on the sideline.
And that's like, okay, all right, I get it. But they put up 24 against the Raiders. And I understand my thing was like, Max Crosby. Yeah, you're going to face a little bit of pressure against that defense because of a guy like Max Crosby. But again, we've said it all year, you got to go beat somebody good. Beat a really good, and you're going to have to do it more than just once or a couple of times. So yes, I love some controversy, and I love when people get excited about, and he's exciting. So let's see it. I would love to see them beat a couple of really good teams because then people start really getting excited. Yeah. And when Cleveland is good, I think it's just funny because they've always been so bad. Like you think of Cleveland and it's brown paper bag over your head, just the stuff that with the poor fans. So it would be fun for Cleveland fans to have something to really get excited about.
Cleveland the rest of the way here. They get the Niners this week.
So that's a loss.
Then the Titans.
Winnable.
At the Bears, home against the Bills, home against the Steelers, at the Bengals.
Well, So if he wins 2 of those games, I'd say that's probably what people would expect.
Yeah.
Then they could win 2 or 3, maybe. They win more than that, then you start to raise, perk your eyebrows a little bit and, okay.
Yeah. Okay. So we both say the search is not done
I think far from it
yet for
the never-ending search.
The Browns to find their next quarterback. Can you answer this question? Only one team has been eliminated from the playoffs going into Week 13. What
I
team
can.
is that?
That's my team.
How did you know that?
I heard it on the broadcast or a broadcast, and I thought, it's incredible. For as bad as the Titans are and were, for as bad as the Jets are, there are some really bad football teams out there, and the Giants are the only one to have been eliminated already.
And the Giants don't have the worst record in football. No. That belongs to Tennessee.
Yep.
But at 2-10 in a conference that has it's not even more top heavy, just more teams that are
better
positioned for the playoffs. Right. The Giants at 2-10 have been eliminated. Right. The only team that has been eliminated.
Yeah. I was a little surprised by it. It just feels like you would think there would be a couple other teams who were out.
Yeah, I kind of thought the same thing there for a little bit. All right, we'll take another break here on Onorato and Miller. Our Marcella's MVP of the month still to give out as well. We're back right after this on O&M.
The great thing about novices, no matter who you are, they're going to put all the detail in the world into your brand. I feel like they have been a big part of my success, making me feel comfortable. This is Harrison Butker, Super Bowl champion kicker for the Kansas City Chiefs. Claim your crown.
Get ready for the thrill of a lifetime with Tracker fishing boats. Available at Alpenhaus. Feel the rush as you reel in your trophy catch, supported by Tracker's unmatched stability. Prepare to conquer any challenge with cutting-edge tech at your fingertips and the freedom to explore without limits. Make waves this season and experience the ultimate fishing adventure with Tracker fishing boats at Alpenhaus. Your source for fun since 1964.
The great thing about novices, no matter who you are, they're going to put all the detail in the world into your brand. I feel like they have been a big part of my success, making me feel comfortable. This is Harrison Butker, Super Bowl champion kicker for the Kansas City Chiefs. Claim your crown.
And now, back to Onorato and Miller. Sponsored by Alpenhaus. It's time for the MVP of the month, sponsored by Marcella's Appliance Center.
Our guy Johnny Marcella over at Marcella's Appliance Center. Nick Matalone as well.
Hooday.
All the appliances at our home are Marcella's appliances. And
just
here's
dogs
our
walking by. I just casually
You're distracted.
Yep, I am.
Our MVP of the month, our Marcella's Appliance MVP of the month. We're giving this to Pistons guard Cade Cunningham. 30 points per game during what is now a 13-game winning streak for Detroit. Detroit is currently the top team in the Eastern Conference, 15-2. Second best record in the entire NBA behind only the
second best record in the NBA behind only the I'm not going to get it. I don't know.
Oklahoma City Thunder.
Oh, that makes sense.
Dominated last
defending
year.
Champ.
17-1.
I should have known.
SGA and company. But Cade Cunningham is a star in this league now. Go ahead.
And do you remember 2 years ago, we were talking about ridiculous losing streaks with this team?
Yeah.
Like unmatched losing streaks with the Detroit Pistons.
Yeah.
And 2 years later, we're talking about a double-digit, like a 13-game winning. There aren't a lot of teams in the NBA that in a season win 13 games in a row.
Yeah, it's been a fun turnaround. It's a young team. They changed head coaches. It's a young team. And like I said, Cade is a star in this league. He struggled to stay healthy in his first few years. But when he's out there, he's one of the best players on the floor for sure. And so a little off maybe what you would expect on November 26th as we do the show live in terms of not an NFL player or coach, not a college football player or coach.
I like it.
We're giving it to
I mean,
an
it's
NBA
college
guy.
basketball season
It
too.
is,
We're
yep.
going to start to shift gears a little here.
Yeah.
Maybe not shift gears, but
How are you feeling about the Qs?
a great start.
Mhm.
I mean, I know they generally don't play anyone to start the year. So when you start 4-0, it's like, what does that mean? Maybe not much. But to hang with number 3 Houston, to take them to overtime, to play the way they did against them. The Kansas game last night was closer than the final score would indicate. So I feel good about that. I like playing those games early in the year to kind of see where you are. And I think that they are better than they have been in the last 3 years. I think that they have more depth than they've had in the last 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm excited. I'm quietly optimistic.
And this was the best recruiting class, right, that
Autry's
Adrian
had.
Autry has had,
Mhm.
correct?
Mhm.
Going into the game, into this season.
Yep.
So I think you'd feel good about
Oh
that.
boy.
You,
Well, I don't
you're
feel
not
good
gonna
about
like
this.
today's score.
Yeah. Well, and it was a 2-point game at the half or
Ooh,
something like that. And
gosh.
now it's a 30-point game. So something happened.
Okay.
30 points not in our favor.
Yeah.
Following the lead of the football team. I'm much more optimistic about the state of our basketball team than I am about our football team.
Oh, interesting. Really?
Because here's
If
the
not
deal.
for the injury at quarterback, does the football team not look wildly different?
Wildly.
Okay.
But we are now losing recruits left and right because we are losing by 70 at Notre Dame.
I get it.
Like guys are jumping ship. So it's now affecting the future of the program, which is not good news. I mean, they had 3 guys decommit after that Notre Dame game.
Okay. But the portal's open. Fran will go get guys.
I get it.
You need a quarterback.
Sure.
And Jelly would have changed
coming off
everything.
an
Yeah.
Achilles tear. So like, who is the guy?
So you gotta Angeli stays. You gotta
Yeah.
get a quarterback to come in through the portal for some competition.
Not named Ricky.
Arch Manning.
No. He'll stay in Texas.
Happy Thanksgiving, Melissa. Yes,
Hi, Melissa.
yes.
Look at her finding us on a Wednesday afternoon.
And Carol, yeah, I'm gonna be working Thanksgiving morning, Carol. So that'll answer your question there. Nothing crazy planned for Thanksgiving. It's I enjoy the holiday because there's a lot of football on.
Yeah. That's the only reason you enjoy the
I am
holiday.
not drawn to the food at all.
It's amazing.
At all.
I love the football too. I mean, I will do so much of nothing tomorrow. Maybe I should go for a walk in the morning so I don't feel so bad about myself.
If you told me,
You could never have turkey dinner again, you wouldn't care.
hey, we got a day of football and we're going to open up a nice bottle of wine and we've got chicken parm and penne alla vodka
That's any day of the week,
and
any
some-
Sunday.
then I would say, let's have a good old Thanksgiving.
You're
that
so
would
weird.
be beautiful.
I know. It's not everyone likes it. I get it.
Yeah.
The
crowd that's part of the Thanksgiving dinner is overrated. That crowd is growing.
I agree.
People were afraid to say it.
Mhm.
Now that enough people, now you've got, and I don't even think this is peer pressure. I think people now feel safe in numbers that they can admit, you know what? I actually don't love the meal either.
Here's the deal.
Mhm.
Turkey is underrated.
Overrated.
Overrated, sorry.
Yes.
Nothing else about the meal is overrated. You could
You're a
go
sides
in
person, and many
and
people are.
and that's where everybody gets excited is like,
Okay.
I take a small piece of turkey also
Mhm.
because I load my plate with everything else, but I will eat everything else on
Mhm.
the table.
Yeah.
Like stuffing is one of my favorite foods. Who doesn't love mashed potatoes? I love all vegetables. So like I'm an
Yeah.
equal opportunity employer when it comes to eating food. But like I don't turkey outside of deli meat doesn't really do it for me.
Right.
So
Right.
my mom asked the question, we're going to my parents' house for Thanksgiving. What will Chris eat? And I said,
Turkey, stuffing,
not a
mashed
lot.
potatoes.
My answer was turkey and mashed potatoes.
Yeah, stuffing.
You eat stuffing?
Yeah, sure. Stuffing.
Okay. Well, anyway, she is like
And I think
making
the argument-
special requests. We're getting chicken because
Ooh,
chicken, I know,
why are we getting chicken?
so that you will enjoy it more. We're getting chicken breast because my grandfather also is not a huge turkey person. So you guys will be in unison
Perfect. I'm eating chicken.
chicken.
I'm eating
So
chicken.
Chicken, mashed potatoes.
I'm not even feel bad about it.
My mom said, "Will he eat corn?" I'm like, "He will, but don't make it just for him.
You
if
could
it's just
you
for
could
him,
say we're just ordering him a pizza. I'd say great. I will eat the pizza. I wouldn't
it's
feel bad.
Thanksgiving.
I get it.
Nobody's
Oh,
open. on
nobody's open.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
So chicken, mashed potatoes, stuffing, and corn for you. We're done.
Perfect.
We've nailed the Chris Onorato Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I just think it's.
I will
We're trying
eat
too hard.
Everything.
And the
Every
yeah.
holiday's around eating, though.
I
Christmas,
know.
I mean, you open
It
presents,
really
but
is,
you
yeah.
eat. Like,
And Jeff-
Americans just want to eat all the
so
time.
this is a good question too from Jeff, right? What's for dessert? Now the standard again, right? You have to have pumpkin pie. Why?
You like pumpkin pie?
I do. It's fine. I wouldn't put it in the top 7 or 10 of desserts.
Holy smokes. I don't know that many desserts exist.
Well, I could have brownie, chocolate chip cookie. I mean, there are a lot of things that you could put in there that, So anyway, we are not even doing pumpkin pie, are we? Not even doing pumpkin pie. We've got a cheesecake. We've got an apple pie, which Jeff says apple pie. And we have a pumpkin chocolate chip brownie bar kind of thing, which I'm sure is going to be delicious.
Sounds great.
Carol's a big fan of the pumpkin pie.
And it's my brother's birthday today as we do the show on a Wednesday. Happy birthday, D Money.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll probably have some birthday cake too.
Yes.
What more do we need for 7 people?
My
We're going to
God,
have 4,
please.
5, 6 desserts.
Yes.
We're all set.
Yeah.
We're good. We don't need the pumpkin pie. I texted that to my parents last time. Like, do we need the pumpkin pie?
Yeah.
No. Perfect.
Fine.
Perfect.
Fine. Yep. What are we in charge of bringing? We are in charge of bringing dessert and wine.
Because we don't cook.
Sign me up.
So the easy stuff.
On the third hour, News Channel 13 today, we were doing a series of Thanksgiving side dishes. Everybody had to come up with something that they were.
You brought Italian.
Not only did
That's not a Thanksgiving side dish.
Not only did I bring Italian,
You bought it. You didn't cook it. You bought it.
I ordered Italian.
Someone else cooked you Italian to bring in for your Thanksgiving side dish.
Okay, but are you telling me that if you showed up on Thanksgiving Day and there was arancini sitting there,
I'd eat one.
Of course you would.
But it's not a Thanksgiving side dish.
It is now.
Even Joe Morello would tell you it's not. And that's where he got it from.
Here are our picks from last week.
Not good.
No, this can't.
How are we both so bad?
That can't be right.
Well, they're not. That can't be right
It's the
because
week before.
Yeah, the Cowboys didn't play the Giants.
Here are our records. This,
is that right?
unfortunately, is correct.
Okay.
We were both 2-3 last week. I mean, 12 games under 500.
I'm 10.
Goodness.
Not good.
This is brutal. All right, 5 minutes to go on the show. Here we go. Chiefs and Cowboys. We are picking one Thanksgiving Day game. I didn't want to do the full slate. This one, to me, this struck me as the most interesting game for the general audience. Chiefs are favored by a field goal and the hook. In Dallas, we both like the Cowboys.
This week for me was so hard. I could have convinced myself to go either way, I think, on every game. Yes, I don't feel good about this, but I'm not a believer in the Chiefs. I just think the 3.5 bothers me a little bit because you lose by a touchdown and we're out. So I don't feel great about it, but I think Dallas's confidence has to be sky high. It's in Dallas. Home dog.
Home dog. Chiefs were a 3.5-point favorite last week. They won by how many?
I don't know.
3.
Oh.
Killer.
Oh, because Butker.
And I'll take Dallas here too. The offense is really good right now. George Pickens, what a trade that has turned out to be.
Doesn't he have more receiving yards than like the entire? I saw something. Maybe it was the entire Steelers receiving core.
Well,
like
I would believe that.
It was something like that.
Yeah. So we're both on Dallas here, and I think Dallas has a really good shot to just win outright,
Ooh,
not
cool.
only cover the number. We'll see.
That would make life interesting.
Black Friday. This is at 3:00 on Black Friday.
Do you think we'll see Taylor?
That might have been a typo from me.
We
Taylor,
haven't seen her like all season.
Yeah.
Radio silence.
Yeah.
Maybe she'll show up in Dallas. It's Thanksgiving. Got to be there.
Do you think that's a network TV decision to be like, all right, maybe let's cool it on the whole Taylor Swift
No,
thing?
if she's there, you show her. That you'd be insane not to.
Okay. 3:00 on Black Friday. I think this is a prime game. Bears and Eagles. 6.5 to me was too much for this Philly offense that doesn't score, isn't running the ball. Bears are playing pretty good football.
Yeah.
I don't think Chicago wins because Philly just continues to find a way, save for last week.
Yep.
Give me the Bears here to keep this thing competitive.
Yeah. And this is where, like, you just already talked me into my decision being a bad one.
Like, are the Eagles going to score more than 24 points?
At this rate, no. But I think they could. Listen, they have A.J. Brown. 2 years ago, we were like, he's the best receiver in football.
Yeah.
Devontae Smith. Like,
last year, we were saying Saquon Barkley is the best running back in football. What has he done this year?
I know. Well, he lost some members of the offensive line. So that's what happens when you win a Super Bowl. My trust is still not there for the Bears.
Chicago,
and maybe they'll keep winning, and I'll go this whole season and say, I don't trust the Bears. I don't trust the Colts. I don't trust the Broncos. I don't trust the Patriots. And then they'll keep winning.
Yeah. Third game on the slate here, Texans and the Colts.
I don't know what we're doing.
So Sunday is kind of like, but this one should be really good. And Houston with Davis Mills, by the way, they played great defense all year.
Their defense is incredible.
Now doing enough offensively. They beat the Bills on Thursday night. Now, when I looked at this game, I thought, well, that's not a big number for Indianapolis. But it's the Texans, Ash, that get more than a week off to get ready for this game. So I'm going to take the team that's rested and playing great defense, I think, to win this game.
Yeah. Again, I don't trust the Colts. It's still a team that for me is whatever, but coming off a loss for them that they probably feel like, they definitely feel like they should have had against the Chiefs. Should have won that game and didn't. I don't trust them. But for me, the Texans are playing. They feel like they're getting better every week, and it's with a backup quarterback. I can only imagine if C.J. Stroud comes back, what that team would look like. So, yeah, I'm taking the Texans on the road.
Okay.
Indoor.
Yeah, they play indoor too.
Yeah,
right.
So no weather.
Right. I see what you mean. Rams and Panthers here.
I don't even like this one. And I like the Rams. You like the Rams.
Yeah.
I don't trust it. The Panthers are playing. Again, it's a team that's improving. Bryce Young has shown glimpses despite the knock on his size. He started to kind of come around. I don't love it, but I'm sticking with it.
Somebody beat them up last week. It was 2 weeks ago that Bryce Young threw for like 440 yards.
Career high.
I forget who beat them up last week, but they controlled the Panthers a week ago. And I just look, the Rams defense, I don't love. Is this actually a 1:00 game on Sunday? If it is, I don't love teams going west to east, right? It is a 1:00 game. 9.5 is a big number, but the way Stafford is playing,
he's just throwing it around.
The way the defense is playing, I think they get after Bryce Young. All right, we're ripping through these here.
Here we go.
Bills and Steelers. I'm on Buffalo. You're on Pittsburgh.
Aaron Rodgers coming back.
Okay. I'm going to take the Bills on the road here. Here are our picks. We are different in 2 of them.
Okay.
We'll see how this goes. It hasn't gone well all year long. But
Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Thanks for watching Onorato and Miller.